We're back with another board meeting. I'm Evan from StandUpPaddleSurf.net.
And I'm Robert with Blue Planet Surf.
And today we're going to talk about Starboard. I love Starboard. I love to ride their stuff.
Great brand, great boards, yeah.
The 810 wide point, one of my all-time favorites. Because it doesn't matter if you're super light or if you're kind of heavy, like I am now, you can still ride it. Mm-hmm. But so you went to the distributor meeting?
Yeah, it was this last weekend. They had it was a distributor meeting, really for international distributors on Maui. But you know,
don't they normally do that? Like some international, not
well,
normally
they have different
US,
ones.
but
Like they have one I think in Spain, and then they have one coming up in San Diego, which is like the dealer meeting. This was really for the distributors.
What's the difference between a dealer and a distributor?
So a dealer is like, we're dealers. We just buy the boards and resell them in our retail store, right? So a distributor is someone that imports the boards from Starboards and then distributes it to the retailers, you know. So it's like one step above
like Sky High.
Yeah, Sky High would be a distributor. So but it kind of Hawaii's a little bit unique like that, where we don't really have a distributor. Like Sky High is more like an agent, acts as an agent. So we're basically acting as our own distributors in Hawaii as a retailer, really. So they invited, Karen invited us like a day before, and then Josh from Hawaiian Water Sports and Kimo from Kimo's and Kailua and I flew over there in the morning.
Oh, so only like three of you guys? And
three of us came on Saturday. The Maui dealers and the others, they had the stand-up presentations actually on Friday. They switched it around. But for us, they did it on Saturday. So they had this beautiful house on the beach, you know, big. Did
you take pictures?
Yard. I took some pictures, but I can't really show that stuff yet. It's all new products that aren't out in the market yet.
No, like the house.
Released yet. The house, yeah, I can
put.
I don't know. I didn't take a lot of pictures of the house, but you know, yeah, they had, you know, they're showing their new prototypes of the new lineup for 2017, and then
Is it a big difference?
There's some really cool new innovations they have, and then just in the technology and stuff like that. Like the Pro lineup, they pretty much renewed all the shapes. They have all new shapes in the Pro lineup. Others like
so they'll have the old Pro lineup also, or they're gonna wipe those out and it's all
those
new?
Were replaced, yeah, by the new ones. But some things like the hyper nuts, they kept the shapes, and the wide points, they kept most of the shapes. Just maybe added a model or two, you know. So it depends, you know. Some things they revised the shape as well, but a lot of it is also just improving the construction and the look and so on, you know. So, and some new features that are pretty cool that I really like. But you know, that stuff I can't really talk about until it's ready for it to be released into the market, you know. So, but that was really interesting, and they also had a presentation on their soft goods, their clothing line and stuff like that. So I listened in on that. And they also, like Starboards also does windsurfing gear, airbrush, kite surfing gear. So they have a lot of different stuff, and I was more focused on the stand-up things, you know.
So, like, as a small business owner, right? Yourself, myself, what can you learn from what Starboard is doing well to implement in your own business?
Well, I mean, we're basically similar to Starboards on a much smaller level. You know, we make our own boards and manufacture our lines and distribute to distributors and so on, you know. So for me, it's really interesting to see how professional they are, you know, like just the scale, you know, having a big house on the beach with everything laid out in the yard to try and having the 2017 lineup basically ready now, which means they basically had to design it last year and have it made so it's ready now, you know. So the time involved, how far ahead they're planning, you know, for 2017 is basically a year and a half probably when they started planning for it, you know. So and then just the team, how many people they have, like, you know, product development, design, marketing and stuff. Like they have a huge team of people, you know. So to see that, it's like, damn, you know, they're definitely
they're killing it
on a different level, you know. So, and it's great to see that, and just the team riders and how everyone's involved and testing and designing and stuff like that. So it's pretty impressive.
You got to go check out their location in Thailand.
You told me.
Maybe we'll go together.
And I talked to
We'll
Sven,
go together.
and he said I should come check it out. He said best to come in about 6 months because he's kind of revamping everything. So
like in the wintertime or something.
Be even better in 6 months, he said. I don't know exactly when, but definitely going to try to take him up.
The weather's probably pretty good in the around then. Super hot. That's why. Otherwise, in the summer.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come with you. I have to invite myself.
And it's pretty cool because they have their own like prototyping factory. Basically, they make stuff in small volumes to test and stuff, and then once it's ready to turn into production, then they turn it over to the Cobra factory, and that's where they make the production line.
Did they show that? Did you see?
Well, basically all the models they had there are like pre-production samples, made at their own facility, and so they said like, yeah, this one is kind of, this is going to be changed and blah blah. So it's not everything's they had is ready for production yet, but they kind of got the concepts and like, so they're all going to look like this board, but this one looks differently, but it's going to be like this one. Their
like rapid prototyping is awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome. They have really like before they had 2 shaping bays with multiple people. There must have been at least a dozen people, and then they'll shape the prototype, and then because they're on that cable park lake, you drop the board in the cable park, and a cable park is a lake or body of water that has these poles with cables around it, and it drags you. So it's normally for wakeboarding or water skiing, and then you hold onto the handle and it takes you around. There's ramps and all that. So they take it around the cable park, get the feel for the rails and how it rides and stuff, come back in, make the adjustments, go back into cable park, do that until they have it dialed in, and then take it to the beach and test it out. And then if once they like it and they're done, then it's like a mile to Cobra, to the factory. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. We gotta go. I gotta invite myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So big things from Starboard for the next coming year.
Yeah, they have like a new kind of like the currently the AST construction. They're kind of changing that a little bit, which I thought it looked really good. Like, and it's kind of not like the super low end price point, but it's like a medium price point. Really nice features and really nice look.
That's the heavier ones, right?
They're not the full carbon. Those ones, they updated that too and upgraded it, but that's kind of the higher end, which if for people that can afford it, it's definitely worth it because it's a PVC sandwich, carbon construction, super light, super strong. But they're kind of their new AST version. I thought looked really good. And then they still have like kind of a lower end and then the wood construction. So it's similar to what they have now, but just updated.
So when are you going to get them in?
Probably late this year. They can, I think November, December, we're going to have the 2017 models.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah. And then the paddles are nice too. Like, they're incorporating that, we call it double concave, kind of very similar to the V-Drive, but they incorporating that into their whole paddle lineup, the surf paddles, race paddles, even their kind of the lower end paddles, they're going to have that same blade shape,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Got some 2017 may be an interesting year for everybody because everybody's, got new paddle strokes going on, got new gears going on. For kind of a while there, everything was semi-homogeneous and you have incremental increases. Things got a little bit better, but maybe 17, maybe 2017.
It's all incremental, I think. That's kind of the key to always kind of keep innovating and improving, making small improvements. It's not going to be like a revolutionary huge change, but
like in the beginning,
small things make a big difference sometimes. One thing I noticed, like in terms of the growth of the sport, I kind of saw last year it seemed like it was kind of leveling off a little bit in the US anyways, and I noticed that a lot of manufacturers had like stock left at the end of the year 2015 and trying to kind of close out the inventory at the end of the year, which I think before that never really happened. Is it's like always everything people got they sold and then there it's like always kind of a shortage almost of boards and supply. So but it seems like we're kind of getting more to a point where it's kind of like there's an equilibrium between supply and demand. I think it's still growing, and this year started off really strong for us in Hawaii. So
last year you think it was kind of a glitch?
I don't know if it's a glitch, but we'll see. I mean, Hawaii, we're already kind of, it's like we're way ahead of the mainland market. I think we went through a boom and then kind of a bust or plateau.
People have been through like 10 boards already.
We've been through like 2 or 3 kind of fast growth and then plateauing, mature. So we're definitely, it's a much more mature market in Hawaii. But I think it seems like this year again it's growing again. It's a lot of new people getting into it. Still a lot of interest in it. So
16 just seems better than 15. I don't know, for us too.
For your bubble tea?
Everything. Yeah, 16 way better than 15. Yep.
Depends which industry you're in and stuff like that. I mean,
If not for if you're in solar.
Solar.
If you're in solar, it ain't gonna be better for you.
That's true.
Yeah. But for this stuff, it is.
Yeah. So Stand Up is, I think, worldwide. It's still got a huge amount to grow. And for Blue Planet International, we're doing really well. Australia has been doing great. He's saying like even in Australia, they're kind of surprised because their summer's already over. They're going into fall, and they're still selling boards. And like last year at this point, they were kind of dead, and nothing going on. Now
when are you going back there?
Boards. Probably in the fall or winter again, like November or something like that. I went last year, and that was a good time. That's like kind of their spring, summer, start of summer, November.
How was that, Australia?
Oh, it's
pretty cool.
Awesome, yeah.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, it's about
like food and to go there and all that.
It's not inexpensive, but the Australian dollar is actually kind of weak right now to the American dollar. So, you know, like actually. One time we went, like the three of us had breakfast, and it was like, I think the bill was like $70. It's like, holy shit, you know, it's $70 for breakfast, you know. But then, you know, tips included, and then, you know, when you get the credit card bill, it's like that 70 Australian dollar was only like maybe 42 US dollars, but you don't have to, you know, that includes the tax, it includes the tips.
Oh.
And so then, so $42 you can spend here too. Right?
So in Australia,
nice,
there's no tipping, no tipping, or it's included.
You don't tip really. I mean, yeah.
So kind of like Asia, where it's you don't tip.
Yeah. I think it's just included. I mean, I even tried to tip the doorman at the hotel, and he's like, "Oh no, just buy something nice for your kid or whatever." It's like, okay. And he didn't even take the tip, you know.
That's the best.
So that's kind of funny, but yeah. And then when you're going out in a restaurant, you don't have.
How long is the airfare? The flight?
It's not too bad. I mean, what is it, like 10 hours, maybe 9-10 hours?
It's a direct flight.
Yeah, they have a direct flight from Honolulu to Sydney. A couple of airlines at Jetstar I took, and it's not. I mean, forget what the price was.
Oh, the airline's called Jetstar.
Jetstar is what we flew on, and they have like special offers and stuff. A lot of Australians coming to Hawaii on Jetstar. You know.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like a no-frills airline. They charge you for every little thing, you know. That you get a cheap ticket, but then
like Spirit Air,
you want food or take some luggage. You
want to carry on $50
over like 10 kilograms or something like that.
Yeah,
whatever you have to pay, you know. So, but the ticket is cheap, so they sucker you in.
That's pretty cool. My second son, we were considering taking the family to Australia when he was young, because he loved the Wiggles.
Yeah,
the Wiggles. He wants to go and see the Wiggles.
I mean, Australia is such a cool place. I mean, yeah, we took our 9-year-old Redmond, and he loved it. You know, we went to like this park, and they had like kangaroos hopping around, and you can pet them and feed them grass. And
they're not dangerous.
Well, they can be, but I mean, not in that park. I guess it's like, if you go, there's like this one field, and the guy was saying, "Oh, you better not get too close, because it's like the male, it's like the alpha males. If you get too close to their females or whatever, they'll come and punch you out. You know."
Oh man,
they have like this really stuck
kick,
the back legs, so they bounce off the back legs and can knock you out. You know.
Yeah, you probably die.
Yeah, you can. So. But yeah, and then just the natural beauty of the coast. I mean, like we drove south of Sydney to Merimbula. They had that Merimbula Classic, which is like one of a big surfing event, or it started off as windsurfing. Now it's like kite surfing, windsurfing, stand up. It's like a festival, really, more than a contest. But just driving along that coast is just amazing. It's so beautiful and kind of remote. You know, not a lot of population. You know, so. Beautiful forests and beaches and just like nature, you know. It's a little bit reminds me a little bit of Europe, but yeah, it's like a lot of eucalyptus forests and just like bays and beautiful beaches and cliffs and just endless, you know. And
awesome.
It gets cold in the winter, but then the summer is just amazingly beautiful. Yeah, so we really liked it. I mean, Sharon was like, looking at like real estate ads.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna buy a house in Australia, but
wow.
But yeah, I mean, just it is very nice there. Yeah, I could definitely see myself settling down in Australia.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. Okay. All right, so that'll wrap this up, I think, huh?
Yep.
All right, so that's another board meeting for us. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I'm Evan.
I'm Robert.
I'm at StandUpPaddleSurf.net, and Robert's at
BluePlanetSurf.com.
So please visit our websites. Please subscribe to these channels. Please comment below. Please subscribe below. A lot of pleases. Please give us a thumbs up. and
Thumbs
we'll
up.
see you next time. Hopefully we'll see you out in the water.
Yep. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha, I'm Chelsea Harden, Miss Hawaii USA.
I'm Joanna Leocall, Miss Hawaii Teen USA.
Thanks for watching the board meeting. Aloha.